Hello, hello. This is Square Root of Sheep talking, and we're about to get started with another round 1 race here on Red Race TV 2.
Yes, hello, also from my end, Kornfelke here. Very happy to see this race and commentate, and we have just about started. Good luck to all the races.
Yeah, good luck everybody. You see TikTak on console, GBI on the left, a little bit of a different tint there. And two emulator runners, center and right, KinkMyBoot and GoodAtBeingSimple.
It's really interesting race. And the tough one, especially I think for TikTak, since KinkMyBoot and GoodAtBeingSimple are in the top 10 with their PBs on speedrun.com. So
Yes.
This is gonna be tough.
All runners
But I mean,
grabbing PC potion, that's good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, since TikTak has a PB of, I think, about an hour and 54 minutes, it's also quite a good time, so let's see how he can do.
Oh yeah, I want to say that's without instant text, so, and maybe even in a race setting. So you can always, like, think, oh, well, they could have gotten, like, close to the 150 mark if they had IT and better RNG. So,
yeah, true.
If everything goes their way, we can see how this shakes out. Forgive us a little bit. We are without audio, but you, the chat, should be with audio. But we'll do our best to commentate without being able to hear the gameplay on our end.
Yeah, so far I think nothing really special happened. Did all racers pick up the potion on the PC? I didn't.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did. All right. What's the idea behind picking up this PC potion? Just because it's a free potion, or is it especially for the first fight against the rival, or what's the idea behind that?
It is specifically for this fight. If we didn't have a risk of dying to Rival 1, we wouldn't bother with it, but the Bulbasaur, if it does a nice little sequence of growling us initially and then spamming tackle thereafter, we could easily get KO'd. So you'll see runners potion if they end up like under 6 HP typically.
And I assume for sure we can't have that being KO'd because we need the XP to get level 6, right?
Yeah, it's
Since
like
the next
2 to 3 minutes of time loss if you get KO'd.
Yeah, I see. Then you would have to be like grinding on the first routes or in
Pretty
the
much,
forest?
yeah.
Yeah. That makes no sense for a race like that.
Simple is the first one out of the lab with a pretty good time. Didn't catch either of the two specials. Try to see what TikTak's is. 11 special for TikTak, so not necessarily good. Probably bad. Simple as
Wow.
good, Kink has bad.
That's insane that you caught that number.
So actually a little trick there. A special pops up directly over top of total HP. And typically I'm just looking for the one digit, the last digit, whether it's a 1 or a 2. So
I see,
you can
I see.
catch it real quick.
Yeah. And we had a question in the chat. Has there been any Rival 1 death yet?
Not that I know of.
No, me neither. Me neither.
Even though I was gonna say someone skipped PC potion, I think I'm joined by that person. But you skipped PC potion, didn't you, Gordwalker?
I did actually. Yeah, I skipped it, but just because I didn't know. I know there's an actual chance of dying in the first rival fight, but I didn't think of it.
Yeah. And having extra potion doesn't hurt either, to be honest. So
True. Yeah. So do you know by memory which palette this is? Which combo of buttons this is to have this palette?
Oh yeah, I picked this one. This one is down, which gives this nice little pastel look.
Yes, I like it.
Simple doing a lot of zigzags and getting punished with the encounter. Already has XP, so we're gonna run here. TikTak makes their way down Route 1 to join everybody in the lab.
So has everyone already have the encounter fought to get the extra XP to reach level 8 then in
I know
the
that
forest?
Simple does. I'm not sure that KinkMyBoot does, though.
There we have an
Try
encounter.
to move this to a place where my screen's a little bigger. Oh, this is better. Oh,
Alright, so
has
apparently
even the
Kink,
best
yeah,
encounter.
yes, didn't have an encounter so far. Or at least not one he wanted to fight with.
Yeah, we
Since
expect
you run from
Kink to be in the lead here, I think, when he exits Route 1.
You don't want to fight any level 4 or level 5 encounters, right?
No, it's really like you're gonna get hit a lot. It's not gonna be worth the time spent to KO that high of a level.
Yeah.
I think TikTak has XP already.
Almost a simultaneous encounter right here.
Yeah.
Probably both just gonna run.
Pretty low health for TikTak. He could choose to potion in the Nidoran manip menu. With 12 or lower, I do tend to do that myself. And surely Kink is IGT tracking. Simple, I do not believe that Simple IGT tracks, and TikTak does not either.
What exactly do you mean by tracking IGT?
So there is a technique by which you can keep track of the amount of encounters you get to be more likely to save on a favorable frame for manips as to not be IGT'd, or like there's a small chance all manips can fail by saving on a bad frame, but you can try to avoid those frames by tracking what random events happen and sort of accounting for it in a program we call Flow Timer, as Kink catches the FFEF Nidoran. You could see if he's able to get a bird. I would guess that this would be like path 5 or 6 if he does. Path 5 or 6.
So you're talking about the extended manip, right?
Yeah.
So that you're gonna catch a Pidgey.
Oh, I guess fake path, maybe. They seem to know that it was a fake path. They must have known they skipped missed a text box or something.
Yeah, that's also like my biggest hurdle on getting the Mount Moon manip. It's like the timing with the text boxes when doing the manip. It's really hard for me, so...
For the yellow ball, is it? Or
yeah, to get the paras and no encounters on the way.
Simple getting path 4 bird. See if we can get the yellow ball as well. And whether he can extend into forest.
In the chat, someone saying, actually my brother, saying, glad we're only hearing one of the gameplays and not all three. Yeah, that would be a mess. Yeah, I think we always hear the audio from the player leading the race, right?
Yeah, typically. Oh yeah, everyone has experience. Unless that question was from a while ago. Well, the answer's still the same.
So in this fight with the Weedle, usually just when I think you have like bad attack of 10 or something, you need to tail whip 3 times, and the other times you just do twice, right?
Yes, that's correct. It'll just optimize for fewest number of turns it takes to get it done. Oh, we should see a potion here from Kink. A little hesitation, maybe not as used to racing and having potions in slot 1, but able to use the right item. Yeah, TikTak might have the potion very soon, having not chosen to potion a Nido Minip, entering here at 12.
So in the chat we had also the question, did Simple hit double extended? I assume the answer to this is yes, because he got the Pidgey, right? So that's what...
double would actually refer to extending into the forest to get no encounters after.
All right.
I don't think so, but I actually didn't. I was looking at the other two after I saw bird catch success.
And
we would know whether he cut in the grass or not, or if he walked the normal path.
Yeah, I see. And would it also be no encounters after the fight, the last fight with the Weedle?
Soon, trademark. Not yet. We haven't managed to do that yet, as far as I know. But there is something in the works to try to be extending like 5 turns into the Weedle Guy fight, and if we could consistently get it the whole fight minipped, then we could maybe minip out of the forest. But as far as I know, no one's doing that yet.
I see. And we just saw Kink saving right here, probably because he has bad special, right?
Yeah, bad special and no bird to sacrifice if unlucky bide happens.
So you don't need to save if you have already a bird. So yeah, I see.
Yeah, or good special. But you could always save without a bird if you're just like worried you'll make a misplay. So like, not a terrible thing to do starting out in general. TikTak also saving. Had that special, no bird. Or at least they had that special at level 6. I didn't check level 8 for them. So
presumably, Simple is not going to save right here, yeah.
No, not with the bird, and I think also had good special, so... I could even see Simple take the lead in the very near future. They don't have to potion. TikTak is risking tackle crit right now. Please don't.
No crit.
And then also could be risking tackle crit if they don't choose to heal while Nido is out here. Oh, they had options wrong. Yeah, swap. You still gotta swap Nido in. You can tank a tackle. No other choice anyway. Oh no. I think this is right. You gotta potion the Birdle, but don't get tackle crit this turn. Okay, that's perfect. Okay. Ooh. Oh, you can't send him out again. That's good at least. A little protection there.
So
apologies to the other 2 runners. I kind of ignored them there a little bit because I was just worried about TikTak.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Like focusing for a few seconds there.
Yeah.
But what would be like the... I mean, would it be that bad? Of course, if you just KO'd, it's very bad, but... if just the Nido died, you could just take the healing center, right? That wouldn't mess up too much. Or would
well, you wouldn't get level 8 and learn Horn Attack because we're swap training Nido here.
Oh, true.
So it would be I think it would induce a reset back to wherever. Well, in this case, TikTak saved, so they would just redo Brock, but...
True.
It's like not really recoverable, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's also the issue that if Squirtle were to die, and somehow Nido was able to finish the fight, it would level up directly to level 9 instead of level 8, bypassing learning Horn Attack in Gen 1. You don't learn moves when you level up too much.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Okay, that's crazy. Yeah, that would be horrible.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this happened to me like as a kid with like a Butterfree or something. It like leveled up too much and skipped learning Confusion, and I was very upset.
Yeah, for sure. So Kink right now in a pretty good lead so far.
Yeah, Route 3 has a lot of variants. Our runners are going to be trying to save their Horn Attack as much as possible.
Why is that?
There is a very risky fight, Moon Rocket, inside Moon, where we have much better win rate with 4 or 5 horn attacks than we do with 3 or with 2. 2 is really bad. They're going to be hoping to save at least 4 horn attacks for the end of Route 3 here.
I see. Like the one before the nerd, before the fossil.
Yeah, the one we fight as level 14 Nidoran before we evolve is...
Yes.
I would say, like, it's my second least favorite fight, my least favorite one being that Weedle in the forest. Then maybe Misty is the third least favorite.
Yeah, Misty is gonna be fun to watch. If we get some bubble beams and...
Yeah, in races it's not as bad because we tend to heal so high, but in PB attempts, she's rough because you're trying to be low health so you can get red bar, which maybe people will do here. We have to see how close we are when we get there.
Yeah. So did Simple save before, and TikTak also? Before Short Sky?
No, typically, with the Manip Nidoran, it's not necessary to save if you're aware of the ranges and heal properly. I think you're probably thinking in a Red Classic with variable DVs, this is a very dangerous fight, and you probably would save if you're racing Red Classic, unless you knew you had really good health, good DVs. I mean,
I see. Yeah, I think also in this...
Gem 1 miss, heal. So there is a 1 out of 256 chance that any 100% accurate move can miss, and we just saw that from TikTak. Gen 1 miss one attack. If that happened in a different situation, he could have just died. That would have been really bad.
Wow. So that's behind the wording Gen 1 miss. It's like,
yeah.
Actually it's 100% hit rate, but 1 out of 256 times it just misses.
Yeah,
or with
so
the chance of 1.
Move is like 99.7% except for Swift, or if we use an X accuracy, those will bypass act check. TikTok just getting so many raps here. So rude, Ekans.
There's so many interesting, like, tiny little things of this Gen 1 which actually don't make any sense.
Yeah, it's a result of like a less than sign instead of where the coder is meant to put a less than or equal to sign. So like when a 255 gets rolled from 0 to 255, it's supposed to be a hit, but it registers as a miss, is I think what the numbers actually are.
Very interesting.
Yeah, you know, it's unfortunate that we don't have audio, because many times I would listen to the person in first and sort of know what's happening based off that while I watch the other two, but it is even harder to keep track of what's happening when you don't have audio, I must admit. But I'm glad that y'all have it in the chat.
Yeah, I'm really sorry that I'm not that helpful right here, because yeah, it's hard for me actually to keep track of one of the races while you keep giving so many interesting facts for me, and hopefully also for the viewers. I'm trying my best. So Kink is still in the lead right here.
Kink must be really low on horn attacks to be tackling here. Do they have 3 only? They must have 3 horn attacks. I can't imagine they would tackle with 4 there. Oh, unlucky encounter. Oh no, Kink still needs a bird. Lucky encounter. I lied. I think it was thrown that he didn't hop the ledge, because normally you do hop the ledge when you need a bird to enter the grass sooner. But I think by habit, he just didn't and walked through the opening.
I see.
Simple's gonna have 4 horn attacks.
Usually you can encounter like a Pidgey, Spearow, and a Jigglypuff, right?
Yeah, there's no 3. Pretty unlikely to be puffed, but it can happen.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't happen for TikTak, since Simple already has his bird and is also going into the Moon Manip. Moon Manip right now.
And Simple saving a little time on the save itself by not IGT tracking. I think did save a second there. Kink must have gotten a bad cycle and had to wait to save. We have 1. Oh, you know, I think TikTak likes the yellow and the green palette, so we might see 3 different palettes. Fingers crossed.
That's cool, yeah.
I like when that happens for about 3 minutes. Alright, last facing up for KinkMyBoot. This last here, right before they enter Moon, she should be stuck facing up. If she either faces left or walks right, that's indicative of one of the 2 IGT failures, one of the main ones. TikTak walking with a little stutter there, so that way he generates turn frame encounters with the idea of getting the encounter quicker. Oh,
Simple just
up.
walking, yeah, he was walking into the wall. So, like, from what point on would it be not worth anymore to reset the manip?
Shortly after where Simple did it, actually. Oh, KinkMyBoot getting an IGT failure. But there is a backup manip starting exactly from this tile that they can do. If they know it. They don't know it.
Oh. That's
Even
unlucky.
if they don't know it, if you just have the image, it's actually easy enough just to do on the fly. I actually did it on the fly the other day in a race against Leo, because I forgot to start IGT tracking, and I get IGT'd, obviously.
And we actually have 3 different palettes right here.
We do, yes. I figured TikTok would do green and
awesome.
yellow. You can see some shading on there since they're on console, like it looks a little different.
That's so cool to see, yeah.
A little pixely.
I actually remembered, like, when I researched a little bit on the palettes, because I didn't know that was possible, but then when I saw it, I realized that I accidentally got it on the on my console as a kid, like getting these colors. Don't know if any of you guys, the viewers, remember.
I think I was like aware of it, but maybe I didn't realize what caused it.
Yeah, for sure.
Just like how I think a lot of people can attest that they at some point ended up with instant text but didn't know why they had it from the bike shop, obviously, but we didn't know why.
Yeah.
Like if you go to the bike shop early and then just like clear it with B like you would any old text box, saying like, B, no, I don't want to spend $1 million for the bike, thank you.
Yes.
Just
So I would have
no post-hiker backup. Kink's just continuing through Moon?
I think he does, right? He had some encounters so far.
Yeah, but there's a very easy backup that starts from the ladder.
Yeah.
That,
Maybe he doesn't
the ladder
remember.
TikTok just went through.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, TikTok, by the way, I think may be doing Leostar 3000's version of Moon Manip. Lower success chance, different encounter tile, but it's IGT failures. Yeah, he is. Are all like nearby other backup manips that are easy to do. But it looks like TikTok's might get the full manip. It has a no encounter failure as well, but let's see. The encounter would be right there, no encounter failure. So they're gonna have to do the backup after Nerd. Why does TikTok's capture card? What's it doing?
I was so worried right there.
He was worried too.
Yeah. So because of Kink not using any backups there, Simple has gotten in the lead, and also Yogo bought the Paras.
Yeah, so Simple is actually at a big lead, even though they're all in the same fight, because they have a Paras.
Yes.
This is scary HP for KinkMyBoot. Probably
So
not
the
a potion here. Oh no!
Yeah, so he.
crit.
That's so sad. But I guess that's what you say for, right?
Yeah, because you don't want to heal around crits, because there's bad outcomes to healing. Is getting confused, supersonic.
I see.
TikTok is the first one done with the fight, but
So is the-
not in the lead because it doesn't have a Paras.
Yeah. So is the next best option to get a Paras for KinkMyBoot to do the post nerd?
Yes.
Yeah.
I imagine that they do know.
It's quite easy and it's not that long, so even if it would fail, it's easy to repeat. But since it is a normal YOLO ball. It's not no select YOLO ball, right?
Normal YOLO ball, yeah.
Yeah, so it's quite easy to execute for experienced players like this.
Yeah, probably see a potion here. Yeah, if KinkMyBoot can manage to just win this fight right now, it's definitely they could definitely come back from it because they're one of the strongest runners in the world. I mean, as is simple, but I would be afraid to draw either of them. TikTak, by the way, world record holder currently in Shadow of the Colossus on PS5, I believe. Yeah.
As far as my races will go, I will just be happy to finish and so not get it, did not finish. But we see how that goes. That's for another time.
Yeah, I mean, this fight, like how bad it's going for Kink right now, with only 3 horn attacks. This is kind of why some people choose to fight the last on Route 3, so that they can be Nido King for this fight that Kink is doing. That's a really good crit. After the
that's
failed, they should be
very huge.
Very unlikely to not make it through. Although that
so is this like the
where you don't make it through, possibly?
Is this like the 3rd attempt now on the rocket for Kink?
Yeah, and without a Paris.
That's unlucky. Wow.
And just hitting self repeatedly. They do have that low level Pidgey that they could have swapped to earlier, but 8 health does take a long time to be KO'd. In retrospect, like, it might have made sense on the first attempt to swap, but how could you know?
Yeah.
Simple getting a Paris on the way out, which is nice. You actually do KO this with Poison Sting. It'll let you attack both Zubat on the bridge.
Yeah, because of the moon extra XP. Also, if it was a Geodude, you would also do this, right? Because... No, we didn't. Yeah, we did teach Watergun already, right?
Yeah. We actually, that's part of why we used to walk up to the nerd and menu directly in front of them, or facing them. But we've been menuing earlier the past couple years because of how beneficial getting Moon XP is. So we teach, like, Evolve and teach Water Gun right away after the Moon Rocket. TikTak getting the Paris encounter, Ken, the YOLO Ball. Looks pretty good. Alright.
Yeah, nice. He got it.
My Boot's screen lagging a little.
Yeah, I was wondering. I don't think that King would think that long right here.
TikTak hopping the ledge after exiting Moon. Might have to patronize him for it later.
Oh, actually, we have a forfeit right here from Kink.
I mean, it's understandable. It's a little hard to recover from. It is.
Yeah, GG. That was some bad luck.
It'd be interesting to see, because if anyone could claw their way back, I wouldn't count Kink out, but I respect if you're not feeling it. I want to check out. TikTok a little trouble finding the candy, but then has secured it.
Yeah.
But
luckily, this is one of the more.
Yeah, if he wants to hop into commentary, of course he can. It's totally up to him.
Yeah, if you want, please. Feel free to join us. Yeah, so this rare candy, like in this garden, backyard, or whatever you want to call it, is luckily quite easy to find in regards to the other one in the underground path.
Oh yeah, or the elixir in that case, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
It's a little tricky. Thing Actually, I think most people probably count bike pedals, which I find baffling because my brain can't process the bike pedals. But I
Yeah,
just use an audio cue
Oh,
in the
okay.
music soundtrack. It's like when it goes really high, like do 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 do, and then I'm like, okay, there it is, stop and press A.
That's funny. And there are so many like little things that you could just, I don't know, pay attention to.
Yeah, it's a fascinating video game to speedrun, and I don't think it makes you not be able to enjoy playing casual Pokemon games, because like I do both myself, so. I don't think we saw Sand Attack by either. I was a little fixated on Kink's forfeit there, so I wasn't paying too much attention, but it looks like pretty flawless rival fights. I'm not gonna repeat what's in chat, but I hope that everything's okay.
Yeah, you could definitely interrupt me and say, now we need to focus because this is an important time. Because I don't know that many crucial points.
With this health, if you have above 25 health, you're kind of chilling for this whole bridge. If you're below 25, it's like, actually, I think it's very valid to just menu outside a fight and heal at any point, if you want to play safely.
But outside of the fight, right?
I prefer out of the fight just because, depending on the fight, like, if you want it to be a simple instruction, just healing under 25 out of fight at any point is totally valid. But there are certain spots where healing turn 1, assuming you have good potion count, could be beneficial. TikTak wouldn't ever want a potion turn 1 on this Pidgey, because that's Sand Attack, so it could mess up your fight. That's like an example of where healing turn 1 would be, it's ball faster, has a potential downside.
I see.
Missing the range by like a pixel.
That's really sad.
but no sand, so I mean, we take it. Simple gonna get to Horn Attack this Zubat here because of the Moon XP from that Paris. TikTak does not have Moon XP.
So this Pidgey didn't get the opportunity to Sand Attack.
No, and the Moon XP does improve the range on the Pidgey slightly. For some reason in my head, I think the Geodude improves it more, but I feel like that might be wrong, and it's just both Paris or Geodude improve the range on the Pidgey. If you have a Moon XP dock, I could pull up, actually.
Do you like only fight the encounter like after the fossil, or also?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Could be before. Yeah, that's why we menu like 1 step after, or 2 steps after, or 0 steps after the moon rocket. Before the rocket, no. Before the nerd, yes, but not before the rocket. You have to be Nidoking.
Okay. I see.
TikTak is gonna hope that the Nidoran female does not hit him. That way he's not at risk of dying to Karate Chop crit from next fight. That's 12 to 15 damage from the very nice Growlithe. So technically, TikTak could heal and be totally justified if he wants to play really safe, but he also could just go in and Horn Attack in the next fight. Because he can't really die without a jumbo miss.
So what would be like the next point where this race could get more even? Because as far as I know, like this is pretty much not that much RNG right here, despite this Karate Chop right now from Enki. But after it's probably Misty where they could meet up again, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, if TikTak chooses, yeah, they're gonna heal. I agree with this. Oh, only 1 potion left. That's unfortunate.
you don't want to use that, right?
No, you don't want to use the last potion. They still have one. They just used one, but they had two at the time.
Yeah, but is it because of the item slots you don't want to use it, or why wouldn't you want to use your last potion?
It is kind of for the inventory reason, yeah. But it's also like having it like I guess you want to try not to use it in case you have to use it. So,
I see, yeah.
So there could be a situation where it must be used.
Yeah, probably always worth healing than getting KO'd.
Yeah.
At least this early on.
But TikTak does still have Pokeballs, so if they did use their last potion, they could keep Pokeballs instead of selling or tossing them.
I see.
They should have actually tossed them already, but it's okay. They kind of forgot to toss them, I think. Or maybe he chooses to sell them later or something. I don't know. People do have different routes.
Yeah, I see. But would it make like that much of a difference if he tossed it like in another menu?
Typically, once you... but he sorry, my apologies. He caught the backup Paris, so he hasn't had a chance to toss them. Technically, it would have been optimal to toss them in that menu where he potioned, but it's easy to forget. So when you catch the post-nerd Paris, typically you toss balls in Bill's building, in Bill's house. You typically just want to toss them as soon as possible after getting the Paris in the next menu, so they're not in your way and causing extra scrolling to the items. It's like a small source of time save, but a source of time save nonetheless. TikTak just outside of the range where Karate Chop would give Red Bar in the next fight. They're probably just gonna go for a Mega Punch. Though it's actually a little bit scary because he doesn't want to use the last potion. I would make an argument that maybe I would Horn Attack from Chop in this case because I don't want to risk 2 Mega Punch misses.
What accuracy has Mega Punch?
85-ish. It's a little bit less than 85 in truth. It's supposed to be 85. But the other race on Red Race TV1 just concluded, and another one is about to start over there. But everyone should say here, of course. Just back there. But you could have both open, you know, like. TikTak making it through the hiker. Simple gonna go help Bill.
Hugging the wall for a quick second there. Now fighting the last on this route. Which number is this route?
25, I want to say?
I think so too, it has 2 digits.
I think 25. Simple doing bottom Bill instead of talking to Bill from the left, which nicely centers the room and allows you to see the top of Bill's machines. Much more aesthetically pleasing, Simple, just so you know.
Yeah, usually you just... I mean, it doesn't make that much of a difference,
Time-wise,
right?
no.
No, because it's equally like going up right or right up.
Yes, yeah, correct. And you're you're pretty much bonking into him either way.
So Simple right here going to the dig rocket because you want the extra XP after... Is it after the trainer before Misty, or is it after Star Me you get the XP for level 25?
So you'll reach level 25 after the Star U is KO'd, just in time to outspeed Starmie and nearly guarantee a 2-shot KO. It's like a 99 point something % range 2-shot Starmie, assuming no next event.
Yeah.
I know I have talked some strats with TikTak, so I would expect that they center here, obviously, but I would expect them to pick up the full restore after Misty, given that they have only 1 potion, as sort of the backup healing item, temporarily.
Sounds good.
And then you just have to remember to either sell that full restore, or in the event that you need to heal, you either use the full restore, or you can like swap the potion with the full restore, then use the potion, and then full restore will take the lot of potion for menus. But there's other ways to solve this too. You could actually go to the mart and buy more potions, and then sell that full restore. That's another thing you could do. Like the mart in Cerulean sells potions, but the mart in Vermilion does not, so you can't do that one.
I see.
Simple saving for Misty. Gonna have to agree with that with this type of lead, and their confidence in their ability as a pretty top runner. That they don't want to mess around with dying to Misty and having to figure out the money situation.
Yeah.
So you do get your money cut in half when you die in this game when you wipe, which is pretty insane. Like no other Gen 2 onward does not do that. That's just the Gen 1 thing. Your money gets cut in half. You don't just like owe $600. It's like no, half.
And Gen 1 is just brutal at some point.
Yeah. Oh, we get the speed fall, but the X defend. Okay, so this is a win. Just we'll have to swap. Oh no, it's not a win.
Oh no.
I was thinking it was a win.
Yeah, I can see why. So yeah,
we were gonna have a chance to swap. Yeah.
We're just like hoping for water gun, right?
Yeah, just hoping for water gun because you can't.
It's like the best. Yeah. Just water gunning twice would be the best to happen.
Yeah, well, typically Starmie only gets 1 move, but because of the speed fall, Starmie got an extra move off.
Yeah. Additionally unlucky at that point.
Yeah. And at 66 health, the win rate is above 90%, so that was not likely to happen. TikTak over here is enjoying a something like 97 or 98 point something % win rate. Full health.
That crit
Wow.
down to 4 HP. That was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, TikTak's probably gonna be fine right here.
Yeah, it looks like they're fine. Pretty close race.
Yeah, it's pretty close right now, due to 1 death to Misty.
So, Simple, of course, we see Simple walking out of the gym like everything's fine, but of course, they're not going to go into the next fight with 4 HP. Do you agree?
Sorry, I was just looking at the split standings. Because it's like 6 seconds off right now, pretty close. What did you say?
Oh, I was saying, Simple, I don't believe Simple's going to go into the next fight with only 4 HP. However, they have not healed yet for a specific reason. I wonder if you could spot the reason why they're delaying their potion usage.
I mean, you want to keep red bar, right? But at a maybe a little higher HP.
So the reason they're delaying is it'll be faster to run from an encounter in the grass here with red bar, so they're gonna potion after the grass.
I see.
For some reason I always forget to do this, but he is remembering.
Since the red bar like cuts the jingles and everything, makes it shorter.
Yeah, it'll skip the encounter's cry, so you have them in here in potion.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, going with the double potion. I respect that. Maybe I would have just grabbed the full restore and used that instead of double potioning, but they still do have 2 left, so I can't say they're wrong.
Yeah. Also, teaching Bubble Beam, there's another option like teaching it way later, right? Like, is it after the SSN or on the SSN?
Yeah, you tend to teach it in cut menu, like before Surge's Skin. But if you have to heal out of fight before then, you're always incentivized to teach it sooner because it has a faster shake animation compared to Horn Attack. So if you ever get a chance to use a Ball Beam instead of a Horn Attack, you'll save a little bit of time. And you can use it turn 2 on the Pidgeotto on Boat Rival, and you could also use it on the Rat situation on the Rat Gate.
So many niche and small different choices. It's so crazy. Like
Yeah.
how many hours have like every one of you guys spent to figure this out? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a slight hyperfixation on our part, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, so TikTak actually taking the lead due to the double potion. And the Misty Death, of course.
Yes.
Simple route might do early Mart. I forget if it does early Mart or Mart's after boat. The different routes do different things. After boat it is.
That's where we also can see like differences between the routes, like how many repels are bought, right?
Yes, I think TikTak does 6 repels. I think Simple does 3. But Simple might do 6 repels also. I'm not sure. They've been doing Classic so much recently that I wouldn't be surprised if they switched to a 3 repel route to be more similar to Classic. But at the same time, sometimes it's nice for your routes to be different so they don't get confused in your head. I don't know. There's a duality there.
So is this rival fight also a thing where we have to look at the sand attack, or like at some point there's no sand attack anymore, right?
Well, at some point we can counter sand attack with X accuracy. This will be the last fight where we don't have X ac against our rival.
But the Pidgeotto of our rival is always able to sand attack?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, okay.
Really good crit there by TikTak and really good gust there by Simple. So, both getting easy fights. No chance to really lose outside of like Gen 1 miss or Mega Punch miss, I guess, until like Hyper Dining, but maybe a few hits. But it looks like they're both fine. At very low health, there's a chance we enter the third cabin from the right here to fight a gentleman who's guarding a rare candy and use that rare candy before Surge. But with this health, I don't think either runner is gonna do that.
Also, it's I thought it's just like to play it safe for the Oddish in Rock Tunnel, but it's also like if you are on low health, or is it because of exactly that?
There's a few parts to it. So like on the higher end, like even for PB attempts, it could be considered. If you're like below 5 or maybe below 9 health, you could just get it because of how beneficial it is. But it's a bit slow to fight that fight outside of Red Bar, so sometimes we avoid it at those health. But it does guarantee Thrash one-shots the Voltorb on Surge. That's the other benefit. If you're dead to Sonic Boom, that can really help you out. Wait, 1 second, I'll be right back. But
Yo. Yeah, you predicted correctly. None of these two did actually go to fight the gentleman. And we have a double boat scene right here. So we get like pretty nice boat horns right after the other.
oh yeah, we should have put both audios on.
Not true. We only hear one. Right. You guys.
Some
We still don't hear audio.
You see 6 repels by TikTak, and either 4 or 5 Fairy Heals, I think. Either 4. And we do see the 3 repel route. That's Simple.
So what exactly is the difference then?
6 repel route. It depends. You could be doing the like 6 repel to max ether route. I think that is the one that TikTak will use, which lines up with like the more well documented route on the site.
Mhm.
The 3 repel route does actually route line up better with what like the current like world record route is, and it's sort of just adapted to be a race route that's much safer. Simple's is probably going to get the PP up. TikTak's is not going to get the PP up,
Mhm.
but no, they're pretty comparable. Maybe TikTak's might be 10 seconds slower. TikTak's could grab the PP up if it wanted to. It could also like toss an item to make room for extra X speeds and be basically equal in speed. Like one saves time someplace and loses it elsewhere, vice versa. So it's kind of just preference.
I see. Also, there's like for like talking about the cans manips, there's one to get the light in Rock Tunnel, but both players here don't choosing to opt for that.
No, it looks like they both went with one of the standard manips. I think Simple did 60 out of 60, and TikTak did 58 out of 60. But Simple did take the lead just on menuing there, which is a big component in Red. So strong menuers are going to save. Verota earlier put it as tens of seconds over the course of the run, and it's true.
Is there, or would there be like any other advantage of choosing the manip to have light in Rock Tunnel?
Not exactly, but if you find yourself bonking all over the place in the tunnel, trying to do it in the dark, then you probably will save time by using the manip with the palette.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, that when I'm cruising on the bicycle through Rock Tunnel without any light, I'm like bonking into everything.
Yeah, so
Also,
you
like
could
in the first
consider
tries.
it, but
Yeah,
it also could be just a fun thing to have to learn how to do it in the dark.
yeah, sure. It's definitely a better learning phase.
Yeah, like I know some people that do bonk, but they know how to do the palette manip, but they just choose not to because they prefer. They just think it's funny to be stuck in the dark.
Yeah.
So interestingly, even though we have a console runner versus an emulator runner right now, I believe they are both using the Game Boy Advance SP. Simple has done some tech to get his SP hooked up to his computer and plays it on it through the emulator. I don't know if anyone else who does
pretty
that,
cool.
but they do, yeah. Although TikTak could be dual wielding with the GameCube controller, or could even have a different controller. I guess I don't know for sure that they're on the SP, but I would assume so, because it's like the preferred D-pad. It's a great D-pad.
So how is it that TikTak is back in the lead again?
So Simple had to swap on the Raichu from getting confused. I think that was the time lost there. Which actually, I'm a little confused about how that happened. Because they weren't at HP where they needed to Thrash turn one on Voltorb. So I'm not really sure what happened. So maybe they Gen 1 missed and they got 3 turn Thrash?
Maybe.
Or they Thrash turn 1 by mistake or something. I don't know. But anyway, TikTak will take it and have a few seconds gained. Neither runner is at great HP to set up red bar for the tunnel, so I would expect them to both go without it. In TikTak's case, probably doesn't even need to save for Oddish Girl because of how high the win rate is against her at this high health.
Mm-hmm. What would be the strategy to get red bar right here?
For TikTak, there's like no good one. For Simple, you would take a Bone Club from the Cubone, but getting crit by Bone Club is so bad that I think he's just going to rely on his execution to try to further the lead on menuing. Or take back the lead rather on menuing.
Yep.
TikTak could have thrashed there, turn 1, with high health. Typically that's...
This is in sync now. That's awesome.
They're synced.
Yeah. like for a split second. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, I think Simple is taking the lead just on text boxing and in-fight buffers there.
Yeah, that's actually pretty awesome skill, I'd say, to like get these text boxes.
Have Thrash in slot 1, so there's fewer inputs overall in that fight due to swapping Thrash, which I don't believe is done in the route that I had linked to you the other day, Korpake. Because it's just like swapping moves in fight is sometimes a little dangerous, so like usually it's not recommended starting out.
Also, was the slot for repel from Simple like higher up in the menu?
Correct.
And,
yeah, when you do free
inventory.
repel, you do swap it up in cut menu, and then it's it gets depleted by the end of the tunnel here.
Very interesting.
Yeah, Hornbrow is putting it well as that there's a lot of hidden time save in this game.
Yeah, for sure.
Simple's right on the border though, where I'm not sure whether I would save for Oddish Girl or not. I probably would if I were Simple. I would save, but for
Oddish
TikTak,
Girl
you
is
shouldn't.
the next fight, right?
Yeah, this one.
Like up here, yeah.
Simple doesn't save, which is fine. Your win rate's pretty high. I mean, and TikTak doesn't save either.
Like races experienced that much, like you and these guys right here. Are you doing all of that by memory, or do you still have like some things up, like for example this win rates you just talked about, or do you just know it by now?
I don't have anything pulled up right now, so I kind of do just know it at this point. But I do think I have something written in my notes that I glance at. I think 43 HP is my decider, but that's not based on any. Sometimes people do simulations. That was just based on some pseudo math that I did. That under 43 seems like there's a chance to die if everything doesn't go your way.
I see. So TikTak reaching the hiker right now. So I expect like the next split that they are like, I don't know, maybe 20 seconds apart. Since GoodAtBeingSimple is slowly but surely building up a larger lead. What is the next split? Is it Fly already?
This would be considered Fly split, actually.
Oh, so this, yeah. I mean, I meant like the next point where we have a. Yeah, sure, makes sense.
Yeah, it's usually like you name the split based on what you're heading to.
True.
So like, Surge split is the split after you finish Misty. We're going to be doing a little syncing of TikTak's stream since it's kind of lagged behind a little bit. So don't worry, nothing weird happening here.
Definitely not cheating right here.
I'm a rambling, gambling dude. And the race is close again, neck and neck. TikTak and Simple. Going down the track. Puppers on screen.
That would be also a very interesting stream where there would be no audio for anyone and we just like imitating it. in my opinion, like just moving on the right tiles is impressive enough, like for example in the manips or anything, but doing it on a bicycle is insane, I think, because it's so fast in comparison to walking.
Yeah, Simple's kind of nuts at the pickup of the items in the underground, does top elixir and bottom nugget flawlessly. TikTak doing a great job too. Stopped one tile early, grab the elixir just the tile later. Oh, I have to resend him my visual cue for the nugget though. I want to get him onto the bottom nugget crew.
You mean like picking up the nuggets from below?
From below, yeah. I find it to be not just the fastest way to do it, but it's also the easiest way to pick up the nugget, in my opinion. Because there's a visual cue for it. The like tile in the upper left corner goes either stays one on screen if you did top, or goes one off screen if you did side, and it's kind of easier than trying to. I don't know how else you would do it from the side, but.
So now we have the big shopping phase, the only one, and is it like, will there be any major differences, or just like, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 accuracies less in one of the routes right here? Like,
I think they're going to be pretty similar. I don't know if Simple's using the flex route, in which case it's possible they end up with 4 instead of 3x speeds. But I think TikTak's route gets 3x speeds and then sort of figures out his inventory situation. Because typically that would cause you to have too many items later on with the route he's using, but I think he either tosses an item or he does something to fix it. Also, Simple gets both drink items at the same time. Don't worry, he didn't forget to get the second drink item on the way out, like TikTak will. But it's just because of a different menuing strategy.
Yeah, since it's like not making a difference for the time, right? Because it's both times the same time of using that menu.
Yeah, it's pretty much. It could potentially be faster to buy them both at the same time, like Simple did, because you don't have to bonk into it potentially. Oh, TikTak is actually going to do the 1x speed route, which is basically a copy paste of the beginner route on the GitHub, just with some race strats added into it. Loses about 10 seconds on average to the PP up route, but it's like really simple to follow and has the fewest inventory swaps of any route. Yeah, Simple is a very top-tier menuer, as we can see here, doing a pretty good fly menu.
Yeah. That's why I'm not like able to talk that much, because I'm so overwhelmed by how quick he's doing that.
Yeah. So like, if you're newer or more intermediate, my opinion is that this 1x speed route is probably going to be faster for you because there's fewer menu swaps. And if you're doing them slower, then having fewer of them might actually save you time as opposed to having to do more menu swaps. So, but as you improve, it probably does make sense to switch to something, a race route with PP up.
So, actually I was on point by calling 20 seconds difference on the fly split.
Yeah, it's very execution intensive. Like, without red bar, with 0 red bar, it is possible to get under 11 minutes for the segment. A little bit tougher with the nugget grab, but it is doable. I don't know what, oh, actually, I don't have chat open anymore. Let's see, what was Simple's segment? I know there's a command for it, but I forget. Let me just do a quick math. Oh yeah, Simple got, thank you, Ryan Bro. Got just under 11 minutes, like I said, so that's a pretty top tier shopping trip and movement in the tunnel.
Nice. What is the shortest possible split in the whole game?
I would just subtract 45 seconds from that, I'd say.
And which split with the... Oh, do you mean
so
in general, like which is the fastest split? to get through.
Oh, sorry, wait, I'm confused. I thought you were asking, like, what's the fastest one could do a fly split?
Yeah, no, I meant overall, like, which split is the quickest?
The shortest split?
Yeah.
Oh, probably Hall of Fame? Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point, yeah.
But if we're not counting that one, it's kind of a boring answer. Maybe Sabrina might be the shortest split. It's typically can be done in 142. A task could do it in 141. Humans tend to do high 142s or mid 143s, or I think I did a 144 flat yesterday because I hopped a ledge. It was just being terrible. Yeah, Sabrina E4 flights playing. Oh, playing's a little bit longer, but actually, playing's not that long, I guess.
So did TikTak here also swap Rock Slide to the first attack move?
No, actually, they had Rock Slide in slot 1 to begin with because it went over Mega Punch. Simple had Mega Punch in slot 2, so had to swap it back. But it still does save time in the grand scheme of things, doing it that way. I think close to a second of time from having Thrash slot 1, and even though you have to swap things back. You're kind of glossing over that whole dangerous fight they were just in, since they both had pretty decent health. It wasn't that dangerous of a channel. They made it to heal pad each, and it's I kind of call this a snooze fest, this whole section. Like, yeah, you could miss a rock. You could miss a rock slide and have to use a para heal. Like, you could get hit in some places, but everything from here until like once you get to Silphco, the next like 10 minutes or so, are around like the most boring section of the run, in my opinion.
So about the Pokédoll skip, like, do you know if this was like intended and what's behind that from the developers of the game?
Oh, I didn't really read much of that like release, but I know they did like leak something that they were aware of the skip, and then like just chose not to patch it and kind of like leave it as a feature to be like hidden and discovered. So it does appear as if we should kind of not see it as a glitch for that reason, hence allow it in glitchless runs.
Yeah.
But fun fact for anyone who's just like lurking out there as a casual Pokemon enjoyer, we do have a speedrun category that bans this Pokédoll skip, bans RNG manips, and also bans instant text, which we're not doing anyway in this tournament. And that is Red A% Glitchless Classic. That's the manipless category in this gen.
Yeah, I really like the one. I can, I'm missing an English word right now in my head. Recommend to do that if you're like maybe also new to speedrunning, because it's kind of chill speedrun. Of course, you can try hard. That's for sure.
The barrier to entry is really low, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's just playing, basically. It's just like playing along a guide. And it's fun. I think like the first casual playing through this guide in Classic, I took like 4.5 hours, but it was so fun. It was so fun to like learn all about this. Oh my god, you can do that, and like being scared going low into a fight and not need, like you don't need to be scared. It's a really fun thing to experience, in my opinion.
Yeah, over the years we've had to add a lot of disclaimers in beginner guides because of the fright that a new player gets induced in them when we tell them to go into a fight with like no help.
Yeah, that's
like,
awesome.
You're relatively safe, like slight asterisks because of Gen 1 misses in some fights, but where we don't X-Ag. Simple did have a little menuing mishap and did have to fix his inventory. So lost a tiny bit of time there, but still has the lead. Unlucky quick attack for Simple. Very little RNG here. Oh, Kink got trolled pretty hard by Moonrocket.
Yeah.
Moonrocket just wouldn't let him through. Moonrocket was just like, no, I'm going to tail whip you and or supersonic you, and you're gonna hit yourself, and you're gonna... yeah. So, they decided not to continue, it looked like, after that. Yeah, there's a Moon IGT as well, which is, very unlucky considering tracking, but something wrong with the office. There's something wrong with TikTak, I guess. Yeah. But, case in point here, coming in third in round 1 is not the biggest deal. If you look on the rules doc, there is a link to a Google sheet which lists out all possible points outcomes. And you can clearly see if you go through and see third in round 1, you can see there are pathways to the 27-player playoffs that still exist. And those will only disappear if you do come in third in round 1 and come in third in the normal pool in round 2. Your pathways kind of are extinguished, but that is that's how I say that. Otherwise, it's not a pathway to make it.
Yeah, it's Ascension, this was right format.
Yeah.
Never
Which
heard
I
of
think
it
we kind of
before.
made up that word, the Ascension Swiss, but just the different take on Swiss.
Sounds good. Sounds like it existed before.
Maybe yeah.
Good name. Yeah. So yeah, Simple has extended the lead like for another 40 seconds, so being around him. Oh no, sorry, I misread that. No, I didn't.
No,
40 seconds.
It's about 40.
Like, yeah. I just got confused. So many digits.
We think TikTak might try to set up red bar in Silco here.
Oh, would he do it? Would he do that? This fight right now?
He could. TikTak could go for it if he wanted to. Big risk, big reward. I hope that they don't, but I know that they have mentioned the concept.
Excuse me for a second.
Sure. Simple getting glared, but that's really not a big deal, because you could just paraheal in the next fight. Hardly any time loss, and might actually even make the execution of their menu easier in a way. Because you like paraheal, and then there's techniques to either like buffer grabbing the paraheal or the item beneath it to swap it down, assuming that he swaps Insult Rival, and assuming he's familiar with those techniques.
I'm just quick checking. Do we have a robot audio right now? Because my brother just told me that we're having like.
Oh, that does happen sometimes, but there's not much of a way to fix it. It resolves itself on its own.
Okay.
Simple almost made a bad error.
he almost hit the rocket right there.
Yeah, he fell docking to the door and then almost walked to that rocket. I think that rocket has a ton of Pokemon. I actually want to check. I'm gonna do it. I'm checking.
Yeah, luckily that's forgiving. Like, or how many Pokemon would that trainer have?
I think that's a trainer with 5 Pokemon, but I could be
5.
wrong.
Wow.
I thought that's a trainer with 5, but there's not many of those in the game. Maybe it's 4, because maybe that's not common. Well, it's 3, but it's Eradicate, a Hypno, and Eradicate, all level 28.
Wow.
That wouldn't be an ideal trainer. So you'd have to like TB and then Thrash. I don't. Oh, when he's paralyzed, you have to paraheal in the fight. Oof, that would have been rough.
Yes.
That'd have been fun. I kind of wish it happened, but also I don't. Sorry, Simple. Alright, I don't think we're gonna see TikTak going for red bar here. I was kind of kidding, but
I see.
that he would do it.
It would take a lot of time also, right?
Oh yeah, if you die, it's pretty bad. Oh, but it is a valid strategy, like for high-end PB attempts or record attempts. You do try to stall on that Gyarados for a hit into red bar. Or depending what happens, you could be hit by the Alakazam or the Growlithe, but that's rather new tech that are like backups if you're too low to be hit by Gyarados. And Desperate. Simple, maybe use the Maxi Throw already, or maybe he's going to use it on the Cubone. Let's see here. Oh, probably going to use it on the Cubone at 84.
So yeah, that's just decided by how many HP you have at this point, or?
Yeah, we do want to take a little bit of damage to try to, we call this boom strats. We would like to be KO'd by Koga's Wheezing later.
Yeah,
meaning we want to
using Safe Destruct, right?
Yeah.
So that you like single digit HP.
Yeah, or
After
0.
using some rare candies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, once we use the candies, we'll be at like 10 HP after. TikTak forgetting Texac at first, but then remembers. I think we're going to see an Elixir on the Drowsy here. We have to hope for not getting Psychic Crit, while Simple swags the door. Oh, that's what Simple was trying to swag talking to the door, and that's how they almost hit the optional earlier. I was wondering why they were pressing up.
What does swag talking to a door mean exactly? That sounds hilarious.
So if you have yourself face any object in the game, as long as you're facing it, you can press a different D-pad direction simultaneously with A to interact with the object, but your character will turn upon interacting with it. So you can do this to like a PC if you want. So you could like talk to the PC, but be facing down away from it when it opens.
Okay, swag talking, I see.
It's similar to swag boulders, if you've seen those, where you like turn and the dust goes in the wrong direction.
No, I actually never seen that, but that sounds funny.
I'm sure we'll see some later on, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
I always add one of those in at least, I think, just because it's fun. But it does waste a repel step, so it's better to do it at the end when you have extra repel steps, not at the beginning.
That's interesting.
Your attack is slow, but TikTak probably doesn't mind that damage, because now they're at favorable to die to self-destruct health. Or at least be at very good health.
Self-destruct, does it also like deal damage within a range, or? Yeah,
just like almost all moves, it is a range, like somewhere in the 70s up to the mid-80s.
Just a few which don't, right? Like Dragon? No, is Dragon Rage Gen 1 attack?
It is. We don't see it, but it is a Gen 1 move.
And it does like a fixed amount of damage, right? Always a quarter of life with HP?
It does 40 damage flat.
40 flat.
Which makes it crazy overpowered in the early game. And then Sonic Boom does 20. Nightshade or Seismic Toss do damage equal to the user's level. I think that's all the ones in Gen 1.
So right now we see TikTak picking up, or looking to pick up, TM26 Earthquake and another rare candy, right?
Yes. Oh, actually, they grabbed those already. They're over. Simple's over at the. Oh, you're saying.
Oh, sorry, I meant TikTak.
Yeah, TikTak.
I don't know what
to grab those. Following Simple having already grabbed them.
When I did my first run, I was like, wait, I'm running from the Relaxo? That's so sad. I just woke him up, but still running.
He heads back to the mountains. He's fine about it. He didn't really want to fight anyway.
True that. Just a harmless creature.
And gonna grab the PP up too, I imagine. Yeah. Right there. Yeah.
It's like the 5th row of flowers, right?
I have a weird way of doing it. I see a flower exit screen, so it's like the flower that's one off screen. Like once it comes on screen, I catch my eye with it, and then I let it exit screen. But I know people do it in different ways.
Yeah. I almost thought like we had a lag from TikTak right there, but it's just like the flute is playing for quite some time.
It is, yeah. Simple's going to do Earthquake menu inside Safari Zone, which has less lag, but is a little bit harder to execute since your cursor is on Paris. So not everyone chooses to do this, but it potentially saves time.
Also, would it potentially save time to walk like right next to the I don't know the word like
it actually would be a little bit slower. The attendant, I don't know what we should call him.
Yeah.
But no, it's actually faster to walk straight up because otherwise you'd induce a turn frame, and if you walk up, he'll auto walk you over to him anyway. So it's better just to walk straight up. If your repel is active, it also saves a repel step to walk straight. Oh wait, no, it should be the same. I lied. Turning immediately and walking straight up should be the same, I think. But it is faster to walk straight up. Simple also, after using the super repel, buffers up in the bag, placing the cursor from slot 3 onto slot 2 upon the bag closing, so they will be able to get back on the bike when they fly back to Fuchsia. Whereas I don't think TikTak does that, so they're just going to walk to Fuchsia Gym, because it's not faster to bike unless you've buffered up in the bag, so that you can buffer onto the bike.
Yeah, interesting. So another hidden
hidden time save.
I see.
Simple's repel location also did save an additional turn frame compared to TikTak's there. But like, we're not even talking adding all that stuff up. We're not even talking about a tenth of a second.
Yeah,
like, we're talking about less
crazy.
than that.
Still very cool to do it. Like to know that if you do this, it saves you tenths of a second.
Skull Dash got in the way for TikTak there. Could have dodged it up, but wasn't sure if that was going to hit a wall, so like, played it safe and went down. Just grabbed the gold teeth and has made it in time to get Surf, so everything's looking good on that front. Oh, about swagging stuff, there's actually an interesting thing to point out there, especially to people new to Red. If you ever talk to an NPC, yet still induce the exclamation mark, like they still have an exclamation mark, but you're like, wait, but I talked to them. How did that happen? The reason that happens is because you're swagging them, except you're still facing towards them. So it's like sort of like a false swag. You're still holding your D-pad direction when you're talking to them, and there's a chance that the game is processing you trying to go forward at the same time as talking to them, which causes them to turn and look at you before you get a chance to talk to them. Like, it kind of shouldn't happen, but it does happen. When you swag something, it like shifts its focus to you, and that includes NPCs do this.
That's
not
really
sure
interesting.
Why. Do not know why.
Yeah. So Simple is right now like one trainer ahead, right? Fighting the second trainer in Koga's gym.
Pretty long trainer. Ooh, hoping not to get confused or crit here. Good.
Seems to be lucky.
TikTak wouldn't mind some damage from the Hypno, but TikTak might even Thunderbolt turn 1 on the Hypno, and then Earthquake turn 2.
To guarantee
hits.
hits.
Acceptable. Yeah, just to give a little chance for some more damage. It's acceptable, but I don't recommend it really, even though it can be done just to ease your mind. But it's inadvisable to do multiple Thunderbolts or multiple Roll Beams or something on the Hypno. TB into disable EQ. Oh no, because you get, what's triple EQ range? Or sorry, triple TV range. I feel like it'd be okay with really high health. I could be wrong.
There's like a fallback to take some hits from Erika's Pokemon, right?
Yes. that's the simplest backup. If you live like 15 plus HP. If you're under 15 but like over 7, you're in like awkward health where you probably stall on Giovanni, and it's a little bit scary because you can get crit by Nidoking. So it's a little bit trickier to deal with. Plus, you have to like react to any damage you pick up along the way on your way there. So you have to like remember where you are. So it's nice for TikTak that they got the easy damage.
Mm-hmm. So if I saw it correctly, we had the KO right here from the self-destruct, as wished. For Simple, let's see if TikTak gets the same.
And Simple will be using candies in Surf menu, which is a little bit faster, but a little harder to execute again, because your cursor is not on Nidoking, so you run the risk of candying the wrong Pokemon, which is very bad, but there is an extra candy to pick up in the mansion if you need it. Luckily, Simple candies Nido correctly. There's just a little bit less lag over here, so you save some time overall.
So did the Nido from TikTak also die right there?
Yes, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, it would only be if Gen 1 Miss would only not KO. They were so low, so it, Gen 1 Miss self-destruct is so troll. Luckily, we don't see that. We have seen it in a tournament before, though. It's happened at least once I can remember. Less about lag, more about the insta-bike from Koga's gym, saving a jingle. Interesting. I don't think that I save time doing it. I still do the candies after exiting Koga's gym. Plus, I'm too worried about candying the wrong Pokemon.
So as far as the last split goes, Simple again, like added another 20 seconds.
Yeah, furthered the lead a little bit. Yeah, it's
yeah.
a little over a minute now instead of 40 seconds. Yeah, you're right. TikTak might save a little bit of time on this split, but it is tough because Simple's menuing has been so on point. But TikTak does have less to do in this split because they don't have to use the PPO. And they didn't have to swap anything. But I wouldn't be surprised if it actually just ends up being rather still even upon beating Erica.
Mm-hmm.
Simple is a little bit of a menuing monster here.
Yeah, it looks so scary to do it that fast, to be honest. Because like especially like learning new moves is so scary. As far as I can say for like new players.
Yeah, definitely. It's like totally valid to like take your time a little bit.
I mean, there's no recovery rather than like resetting, and at this point saves very, very far away.
For like teaching Blizzard over the wrong move, is that what you mean?
Yeah, for example.
So there would be ways to deal with it. I don't know how to deal with it for every move necessarily, but like Earthquake, that one would be a little tricky. But there is a route that skips Earthquake that is being theorized at the moment since the world record is so low now. That's been toyed with, so I think there is a strat for teaching over Earthquake. But the most common one, I think, is to fall one short and teach over Thunderbolt, and that's actually not too bad. You could like totally deal with not having Thunderbolt. You just have to YOLO drill Lance's Gyarados is the main hurdle to get over, which is like 30% to hit. There's the save and YOLO drill.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, in my run, I accidentally drilled the Gyarados.
Oh yeah. And
it worked out, yeah, but yeah, I was mashing A so hard. And, yeah. That was funny. And scary. So both players right now in like a good state for the red bar to keep until after Bruno or after Agatha?
They'll have it until when they level up on after the second Onyx on Bruno into Machamp. That's typically when you lose it, unless you take some damage at some point. If you take some damage, you'll keep it, and then you'll heal before Agatha, so you will lose it then, if you hadn't already. Simple biking on into Blaine's gym and ready to tackle these questions.
Yes, I think it's A, triple B, ABA, right?
You added one extra at the very end, but you wouldn't be wrong, you could press A on Blaine.
Alright.
Yeah, it's A, and then these three B, and then AB.
Oh, okay.
And like, I don't know if Simple mashes these or times these, but if you do time the text boxes with like AB taps, you do have to remember how many text boxes there are, so that you're pressing the right button at the right time to answer correctly. If you're mashing, I guess you gotta know too, or start mashing the button towards the end of the little intro. But
is it like quicker to use both buttons to get through the text boxes?
yeah, it'd be quicker to mash, alternating between A and B, or you can
okay.
sort of time it. There's different strategies, so you could just like be mashing AB, like AB, 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 and try to get through it that way. And then just make sure that you're timing the right button towards the end. But in general, like would want to mash like that through any text box. But you could also time the text boxes. People, if you watch like a top runner with an input display, they'll probably be like doing A followed by B, kind of like tapping into each other, so that they're like timing the text box to clear it. There's also like a sort of, I call it like a 3-round burst method, where like it'll be BAB or ABA, where like towards the end of where you know the text box is, you sort of just do like 1, 2, 3, and like kind of like rattle it off to get the clear.
I see.
I use each of those depending on the situation. Looks like double agility for Simple from Blaine. Slowest outcome, but most common.
That's interesting. I thought it's only using agility at this point, but it can also hit you.
Can't hit you, but Blaine can use a super potion on his full health Growler, bypassing one or both of the agilities, which it could save like between 2-ish to 5-ish seconds, depending what he does.
Interesting.
Yeah. Very upset that no one's bringing a burn heal to him in this tournament. Not one burn heal. Part of his dialogue where he says, like, you can see it here.
Yeah.
If you read that. You better have a burn heal. Nobody.
Yeah, pretty sad life for like Erika, Blaine, and Sabrina in this speedruns.
Especially Erika, that's the only one that we're like terribly out-leveled for that we fight in the game, really.
Yeah. Yeah. And she even says, I would rather not fight or something like that.
True.
And then she just gets smashed. Poor girl.
Yeah, all the others, like even Sabrina here, is like pretty like evenly matched with us, in theory.
Yeah, true. Although for Erika, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you be a gym trainer, gym leader, if you prefer not to fight with your Pokemon? Like, it chose the wrong job. So let's see what's the next split standing. It's 1 minute and 20 seconds advantage. For Simple, so since the splits get shorter, I mean, it makes sense that the lead doesn't go that far right now.
No, I would expect only a second gained on the Sabrina split, probably, compared to TikTak, because it's so short.
Yeah.
Then here, we'll have to see whether Simple opts to save or not save for Black Belt.
What's the attack that could KO you? It's Karate Chop?
Either Karate Chop crit, which is 70% chance to crit about, or low kick crit, which is like normal crit chance for a joke, which I don't know, it's like 13% maybe, is my guess, 12 point something. And crit is based on your speed DV for Pokemon in Gen 1, not just one flat crit chance. It's like now Kazam's crit rate is massive at like 20-something%, whereas a Geodude is like 3 or 4%.
So Simple actually not saving there?
Yeah, that's to avoid chain death. Like, they don't want to die, obviously, but if they do, they'll just revive and then win the fight, and maybe try to set Red Bar back up on Giovanni, but they get focus energy. Easy.
Yeah. Nice.
TikTak, I would imagine, will save due to being less experienced with like the backup to dying.
So when's the first time we're gonna be under-leveled again? Is it like Bruno or Agatha?
It might even be Giovanni. We might be lower level than Geo's Pokemon.
Really?
I think so.
Interesting.
What level are we? We're level 46.
Yeah, I think...
I guess I don't pay too much attention to
we'll
the
see.
actual
We'll
level
see.
of the opponent.
I couldn't tell. I just looked at it but I can't tell.
Yeah.
It's like 42.
No, we are 46. Symbols,
okay.
And then 45 for TikTak. We level up after the top. But I feel like Geo's Rhydon is level 50. I think it's the first level 50 Pokemon we face.
Yeah, that's possible. I think you're right. But that would be quite a big range, wouldn't it? For like 42 to 50 in one trainer?
A little bit, but I guess it's common for like the ace to be a little higher level on the gym leaders. I think it's the logic.
Like a little preview, sneak peek.
And they also wanted maybe to make sure, or they thought they were going to make sure that it was faster than us so that Fissure would have a chance to hit, maybe. But of course he's not faster than us, so Fissure can't hit us.
So Fissure can only hit if you're faster?
Yeah, same as Horndrill.
Oh, didn't know that.
It also can hit if you're speed tied. And I don't think it matters whether or not you outsped. So you can lose the speed tie and still hit a Horndrill. I'm 90% sure of that. In future games, I think it's based on level. You can only do it to lower level Pokemon, which I feel like really nerfs the idea of one-hit KO moves.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're higher level, why don't you just attack it with normal moves, you know? Or not normal moves, you know what I mean, regular,
yeah. Not one-hit KO moves,
yeah.
Yeah, I actually wonder, like, what was the idea of the developers and game designers back then to create one-hit KOs? Like, even if it's not effective and everything, it's still one hits. That's quite insane.
So you see Simple using exact X speed on this Pidgeot, giving a better Blizzard Oko range, and a faster fight overall, slightly fewer agilities than TikTak's strat. We'll see X-acking, and then using X special on the Growlithe to get a speed badge boost to outspeed Alakazam. Unfortunately, it doesn't get the Blizzard range. TikTak doesn't.
Yeah. Just
There is a strategy for TikTak to like flex the Max Ether and to skip the second Max Ether we'd typically pick up, but I don't think we'll see that here. But that would be a source of like 10 plus seconds of time save. If he was aware of it, but it's also risky because then you could die to the Viridian Rival's Venusaur. You'd have to use Blizzard on it after setting up a second X special. Like
so right now after the
spec and then on the bird and then spec again on the Growlithe would be the idea.
So right now after the Giovanni split, Simple has extended the lead to like more than 1.5 minutes.
Yeah, that's still
still,
tough
I mean,
to come back from without
both times.
Death.
Yeah, sure. But still both times really respectable right here.
Yeah, it's possible to like finish the game within like 16 minutes of beating Giovanni. So you can kind of add 16 minutes relatively to get a gauge on what kind of final times we might see. But it's not exact. It's just like a very rough amount of time to add.
When I did like the first speedrun a few weeks ago, I was so worried that these guys in the water are trainers. And I totally forgot they were just checking the badge.
Yeah. There's only encounters in that water, oddly. So we have a repel, but it's just for the grass. It's kind of funny. You'll actually notice that TikTak repelled in a different spot than Simple. It's just to give a little more leeway on the repels, so they repelled the tile before they entered the Nidoran bush, before fighting this rival. And then, basically, every time you see Simple repel at like a boulder, TikTak is going to be repelling at the boulder that Simple doesn't repel at. So it's all going to be like shifted off by one.
Yeah.
So you can see all different menus. It's a good
way
to avoid where you run the propel runs out, heading towards that boulder you push into the hole. That's what TikTak's avoiding. Because if you don't do perfect movement, like if you lose turn frames here and there, you actually don't make it all the way to that boulder.
What I mentioned earlier, that I think it's insane to have the like perfect movement on a bicycle, is even more impressive right here. Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah, I just saw it. That was the swag baller. Funny. I think it's like so impressive to like maneuver around here without messing that up. For me, it's insane.
Yeah,
it's so quick. Yeah,
Practice.
especially like the one trainer before the ladder, like in the floor before.
It's so refer to that as the extra tricky trainer. Extra tricky is a long time ago world record holder in this game who actually hit that trainer in what became a world record at the time. It was the first run to ever use the boom straps from Weezing, where it KOs you with the red bar. So that saves so much time that he still got a world record having hit that trainer.
Yeah, crazy.
So forever named after him.
Cool.
Oh no!
Simple.
What does this thing have? Like a Charmeleon and something else? I feel like it has all the mid-tier evolutions or something. Oh no, it has a Kingler?
Oh, that's really sad.
It would be valid to heal or swap and heal. I would probably swap and heal. If when in doubt, swap to something and then just use the super potion. Oh, big Spadef on this one. Oh, lucky with the X attack.
Speaking of optionals, yeah, you're right.
Blastoise. Oh, swap and heal. Swap and heal. Oh. I mean, I guess you could revive is the thing, right? You could revive. Wow, that's really lucky.
Crazy.
I mean, I guess swap and heal maybe is bad. No, maybe no. You know what? I think you just throw it. You just not throw it. You just like I think he was right in just going for it because you have a chance to crit TP and you have revives. So, but wow.
So what is that of a delay? About like 20 to 30 seconds maybe?
Oh, I think more than that. I think
More?
it was 45.
Wow, okay. So I'm really bad at not counting, but
Maybe 40. Let's go.
guessing.
Little swag
Oh, there was
there.
another
so-
sweat, but yeah. Nice. Still swagging, although hitting an optional.
And I think that it shouldn't. So, Simple shouldn't worry about levels. I don't think. Sometimes you can fighting an optional can make you level up in a weird spot. But I'm pretty sure everything's gonna just converge when you candy after Bruno. You're just gonna level up earlier in the Bruno fight, but you're not gonna level up twice. So everything should converge level-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes like it'll mess up, like you rely on a badge boost for Champ, for example, to outspeed Alakazam from the X special. But if you've messed up your levels so much that you level after the bird, you actually lose your badge boost when you level up in fight. So you can end up not being outsped. Or
Crazy.
not outspeeding, I mean.
Yeah, not outspeeding.
And pretty standard here, for anyone familiar with red speedruns, we do swap to the bird, let it get KO'd, and Dugong prioritizes status moves on turn 2, hence using rest, allowing us to freely set up our X deck and win.
Good thing trainers in this game aren't good. Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Fair point.
they had some smarter move selection there. I guess that trainer did not have good AI. He seemed to have random AI.
Maybe the memory was not enough to give every trainer good stats or good AI. So they just had to focus on some.
Did Simple not menu before? Maybe wants to. Maybe lost red bar early or something.
I didn't.
And is going to use an item and fight. Now we can't hear. We have no audio, so we don't know if he has red bar or not. He doesn't. He lost it. I can tell. So he's going to use his elixir and fight for a better chance at getting damage, which he already got it. Now he's red bar again.
Was like, is it percentage wise below how much?
It's below 10 out of, or at or below 10 out of 48 pixels of health, which is like 20.833333%, I think.
Crazy. Oh, that's insane. I think cool trainers are cool guys.
Yeah, they have cool AI.
Exactly. Neither dumb nor smart. Sorry for that joke.
No, you're right. Dad jokes are welcome here.
Nice. So now we want to heal like above 140 HP, or how much is it?
So it kind of depends. I don't know, maybe someone does have an exact number. Like, I typically want to heal as if I'm healing for Lance for Agatha. That way if I get no damage, then I'm just like good for Lance already. But I guess it would be like healing to like around 124, 125-ish without healing over too much. Because you're going to get a level up in fight anyway.
Oh, perfect.
Typically it's just 2 super potions.
I see. Yeah. Simple got lucky there, hitting right through the confusion.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Still
work
here,
again,
but
though.
I mean, they're kind of in a pretty safe position once that Gengar is down, and now they're good.
I see.
I didn't see what happened to TikTak, but they took some damage. It might have been a slam non crit. Maybe like a crit rock throw or rage. They did get to keep red bar as a result through Bruno, so all time save there. TikTak could opt for just one super potion to leave the door open to Nightshade, giving red bar for this fight. And also having nice HP, but opts not to. Could opt to do a potion now, but doesn't. Yeah, so typically like there, I would use a potion, that way I don't have to go back down in the bag to potion if I get a damageless fight.
Mm-hmm.
Simple could consider, air quotes, YOLO Lance. The strategy of just going into Lance and using Thunderbolt, and then reviving if you're KO'd. As a result of avoiding, as a way to avoid chain death. But it'd be a little iffy. The race is just a little bit too close to really do that, I think. Which seems like Simple agrees. Saves,
Yeah, I'd rather
try to get red bar.
Rather plays it safe right here.
Probably would have taken Hydra Miss and just went.
Oh, it's a
Ooh,
crit.
that gets crit.
So, let's see if we are witnessing chain death right now.
Yeah, I don't know now. I think Hydro Pump Miss, I think Simple can still take this time, but if they die one more time, then they probably don't have time to take Hydro Pump Miss. They would prefer to get hit, and then they can, like, heal solidly for champ, and they would be good. They just want to be hit on crit.
And
Oh, yeah, they should take the miss. Yeah, it takes the miss. There should be enough time. But TikTak can make this close if they get really good red bar and then YOLO champ. They did end up getting that damageless Agatha, where they could have saved the little bit of scrolling by not by having potion before Agatha, but. I don't know. Simple might still have this even if TikTak got perfect red bar and went in. I think the lead might be sizable enough.
Oh, and another miss.
Yeah, thinking. Oh, tries to use horn. Ooh, oh. I mean, I think TikTak knows to Blizz. No, TikTak has to Blizz Rhydon and TV Gyarados. I'll write in the chat just so TikTak sees it, just so they don't die to champ, but I think that not getting red bar should decide it for Simple here, heading into champ with very high health. Sky Attack crit does KO though. Oh, and that's GG.
GG. So basically, what TikTak now has to do is the same thing I did on by accident, right?
Oh yeah, is that what you did? You, Elmo, I probably wrote it in chat for you too. Blizz Rhydon TV Gyarados. Unless you get if you do get Sky Attack, then that's not true anymore. Really, you could play normal because you'd Blizz and then you Q and then you have 400 But
I see.
The standard strat would be to do that. In fact, actually, Blizzard Rhydon is faster when you don't have 6 orange drills. It's faster outside of red bar than Thunderbolt Gyarados, but Thunderbolt Gyarados is faster in red bar than Blizz Rhydon. It's like just because animations are forced on for champ, so there's these weird timing differences based on red bar status.
Despite being a speedrunner, I actually like it that the animations are on for the last fight.
Oh yeah, I feel like every I can't believe that they didn't just keep that as a staple of the series. You know, because it's not. It doesn't get auto turned on in other fights, like in Gen 2 or onward.
Oh yeah, I see.
I don't think so, at least. Right? Like when you fight Red or fight Lance in Gen 2, or fight Wallace or Steven in Gen 3. I don't. It doesn't get forced on, sadly. But GG's to Simple on the win here, and GG's to TikTak for sticking with him. A pretty big PB disparity between the two, and TikTak has put up a very strong showing today. So, congrats to him, and congrats to Kink for sticking out all those deaths in Moon, and trying their best, but ultimately accepting the fate of RNG.
Yeah. Congrats, GG. Earlier, I also learned about a strat, like I don't remember who it was, like depositing like 2 Pokemon, just keeping one to revive, optional revive, but just the Hall of Fame takes less time.
Yes, yeah. In that case, you wouldn't revive at all. So you would sacrifice the bird, and then you wouldn't bother reviving it or anything. You would just go. Still maybe save for Lance, but you do risk like game over on Bruno or Agatha there.
I see.
But like PB attempts, for example, would always do that. And Simple finishing, clocking in the low 156 range. Very nice, considering multiple deaths.
And the optional.
And the optional. Oh, I forgot. It slipped my mind. TikTak with quite imperfect RNG did a great job to stick with Simple here. Also gonna clock in. Oh, well, I guess maybe low 157 should be.
Yeah, probably. Actually, it actually takes a lot more time than I thought, like the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, with 4 pokes, it's about 1:30. A little over that.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's like 1:13 with just just you and Pidgey or you and Spearow. Could be as low as 112 though if you'd like mash really good. Or times Xboxes. But if Simple or TikTak want to hop in here and say hello, you certainly can. I could drag them in even and see if I can manage that. Case Barber's not.
Hello.
Hey, Simple.
Hello, hello.
Hey,
GG.
Square.
GG's.
GG. Not how I wanted it to go, but
We
it's
gotta see a
done.
Kingler. I love Kingler.
That's true. And a Blastoise. And a Tentacool. Tentacruel.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I was just like, my movements were off by 1 tile in like a ton of places. That's happening a lot.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
So if it just happens in the shitty spot, you know.
I think you also hugged the wall once, or walked into a wall in the Mount Moon minute, right?
During Moon, yeah. So I had to reset.
I forgot.
Yeah.
True.
That was like what, 30 seconds? It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
You, the 3 of you all had like different palettes for Moon, which made me very happy. I like when it's
Yeah.
different palettes.
Me too.
How'd that go for you, TikTak? What do you think about the result here?
Well, first of all, I was very confused when Kink dropped out, so I wasn't sure what to think of that, thinking my life split was broken or something. And then I noticed that it's way closer than I could have ever expected, so I tried my best. In the end, the execution in the late game wasn't quite on the level, but I gave it my best, right? I gave it a shot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
very strong showing, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like my best run since coming back, and like only half a minute away from race PB, so I can't really
Nice.
complain.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't say this was my best work, but you know.
It's enough.
Today it happened to be
was
enough.
marveling at your menuing, so don't. I mean, even though you made a couple mistakes, your menuing was on point when it was on point. So
Yeah,
The
Lavender
menuing
was
calling
bad,
makes a
but
difference,
you
right?
know, other than that, it was pretty good.
yeah.
That's crazy. Like if you would have to point out a highlight or lowlight of your run, what would it be?
Well, low light moon minute. I mean, like I just failed that. Like, come on. And then also optional. Like, come on, should not be hitting optionals. And then a highlight, I guess, would be Geo. I golded Geo this run. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
So
Mine
you
was
have to
pretty
explain
good.
that for me. You golded Geo.
Yeah, like it's the fastest I ever completed Giovanni split.
Ah,
The segment
interesting.
in isolation.
The segment,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see. Nice. How about you, TikTok?
So...
I would have said Moon for me as a highlight, but it IGT'd in the end, so I couldn't show off the full bullshit, whatever I'm going for there. Otherwise, I guess the whole race was a highlight because I was able to keep up. Lowlight, the early game was kind of weird. I didn't like that, but oh well. Oh, actually, a highlight and lowlight, I somehow set the whole thing to set instead of switch. And I looked at it
Oh,
twice and
yeah.
thought, yeah, that's it. For some reason, because I was running Let's Go Eevee before, and where you set it to set from the start. But that's the special TikTak strats for good luck. I think it's a manip or something. So yeah, so that's also something.
Yeah, my beginning was just naturally bad too. Like nothing catastrophic happened. It's just everything went wrong that could have went wrong. Like a mid 13, you would think like something went wrong, but like or like something catastrophic would have happened, but nope. Just everything was troll.
Interesting, because like I think I mean it was not that much, but it was a quite decent lead until for Kink until he like died 3 times to the moon rocket.
Oh god,
So
that's rough.
yeah,
Very rough.
I was watching that and I was like, oh god.
yeah, really rough.
Yeah, they just got unlucky with horn attacks. Like they were spamming tackle on the last Metapod when they had 3 horn attacks left to save them for Moon Rocket.
Yeah.
And like there's nothing you could do really.
Did Kink go in with 2 or 3?
With
Like
3.
how many? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you would. I guess you would probably still tackle spam, right? Like that would probably be the correct play with 3.
Yeah, I don't think in a race
I
I
know you
ever
could
want to
do
go under
2.
3.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I
'Cause you
mean,
could
I
just
tackle
crit
spam
2.
for 4, so I'd rather keep the 4 because I don't like the fight when it's below that at all.
Yeah. I
Try to
mean,
lose the
usually
time
3 is
there
fine,
than
but
later.
yeah.
No, yeah.
But any last thoughts on the race overall to add?
Not the way I wanted to win, but I guess I'll take it. Very
Better than
selfish.
anything I could have expected, so I'll take it as well.
Oh yeah. Okay, congrats on first to Simple and second to TikTak. And we're gonna I don't know, Funbro can probably hear me running the restream. It might be worth just putting the intro screen on and leaving it, considering that the next race is on in 30 minutes. Or should we go offline? What is your preference? All right. This just in. We are going to raid Red Race TV 1, and we'll go back
Ooh.
online later. So definitely come back to see Leo Star 3000 take on Zolta and Bill Bonsai. We're very happy Zolta is going to be able to join us. There was a storm in their area, but it's passed, and their internet is going strong, and they're going to be able to join the race. So we're very happy for that. But have a good one, everybody. And thanks for commentating with me, Cornvalke.
Yeah, I have to thank you. It was really nice. Looking forward to commentate another one, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you
And
guys for
GG's again.
commentating and hosting.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. See you, everyone.
See ya.
Bye bye.
See ya.